shirts. And there's... Hello, Lord of Chaos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just getting started.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
See what kind of day we're gonna have today. Past 2 games gave it a lot of points on defense. See if we can shut that down. Let's see what happens.
We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Eagles against the Bengals.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Because of the slant route I ran. That worked.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, we have some
you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football. And that will carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
Sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
That first 2 games. Pros. All right, then. How's your day, Lord of Chaos? Shotgun here.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Dropped it.
And his first pass here is going to
Why nobody dropped that?
John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40.
Goodbye.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
He's going the second play.
In for a Cincinnati score.
This tackle is
Joe
different.
Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Expected that.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now.
Well,
2
got
plays
now.
already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now James returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Yeah,
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
That was
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Miles Sanders.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I was not expecting them to get a strike there.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Good
It's
catch.
caught by Jackson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Sean Jackson.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond.
That's all we want.
First catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds a big as a result.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
7-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey.
Yeah, make a
5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
49-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you've seen the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to back up.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. That catch good for only a couple.
So they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Mixon on the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
No pressure. There's no pressure.
Just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
The tackle made.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Stop him.
Joe Mixon, the Bengal ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, Burrow got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Come on, ref. Really?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to first to Clement. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Clement. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement.
There you go.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's okay.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
That's the way to do it.
Pick up there, 21 yards.
All right.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2K football.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Not baseball. Golf.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Okay. Mercy wing. Those are plays? Am I supposed to run? No idea what formation that is. Hello, Rex. How you doing today? Welcome.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10. And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Those emojis, maybe. Yeah, I'm playing
line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete.
Nice game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Nice little
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They run out of the gun with Clement. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get in the end zone.
Here's Here's Clement.
He's in!
For an Eagles touchdown.
Let's tie it up.
Corey Clement, his third touchdown now on the year.
How's your day, Rex?
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
That's right.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown.
All right, let's go.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Super low score.
Fielded in the end zone. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And it blowed up by Brandon Graham.
He'll lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Good job, Brandon Graham.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Let's see what happens now. I know they're going through receiver, so let's see.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun to give to Mixon.
Good play, Gary. Here we go. Okay, and
these two teams all tied after one.
7.
Score tied 7-7.
Third down. Let's try this.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's see what happens. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Green. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They stop before the 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going.
Try to get a field and
they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Get over there. Let's get over there. I don't like that.
On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive.
Get over there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
On the 43-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Wentz.
That linebacker should be nowhere near that wide receiver like that.
The intended target that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Caught by the
reliable.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight end, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, it's Clement back to the running game. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Clement. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh!
4th down as his Cincy defense.
Where are you throwing that ball?
And that one off
Carson?
the mark, a little late with a throw. Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And
yes!
This one is right down the
Take
middle.
the lead.
And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
All right. Welcome, viewer. Welcome back.
So the scoring
there we go.
This is 9 plays and the net result 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that.
Take that.
But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better
watching that
players,
play.
and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
Nowhere to go that time.
Not much on that play.
Maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly. And
Dropped it. He dropped it.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
4th down and punt.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Logan Wilson.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey.
Nice
and
game.
He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of...
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
It's a 3.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught by Jackson.
These vibes look so.
Able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Got a soft spot in that defense.
Gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Nicely done.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner.
Nice game.
I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. Wentz.
Oh.
And the tip there altered the ball.
Wow.
Flight,
I wasn't expecting that at all.
It'll be 2nd down.
It's okay. It's
From
okay.
the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention.
Oh, that lineman batted away. That would surprise me right there. I thought it was going to be a short completion. It's
An
okay.
incomplete pass on 1st
Let's
down.
make it a
That
little more
leads
easier
to a
on
2nd and
ourselves.
10. From the gun, it's Clement.
A couple
And
yards.
he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Run! Run!
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Now that's
No, it was
disappointing for
I
the
took
defense.
off.
They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on, boys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time with Clement. And he's in.
He's in!
Touchdown, Eagles. Corey Clement with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Rub in the kicker. Rub in the kicker.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yep, out of bounds.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points, let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow.
Burrow, he's sacked.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Derek Barnett.
Get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
It's short.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
How much of that return?
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on the
good run.
And it really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run pass mix and everything's working.
Keep running down the
guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally throw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
I keep running the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go 2 minutes.
See if they do it anyway.
See what happens.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All right, you know we're going to expect to throw, so we need something different. Take a look. Curl, switch, double.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Pretty good game.
Great catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Wentz now on first down. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Stop the clock.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
Wow.
Caught by Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good catch.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. This ball complete to Reagor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
What are you doing?
And it's intercepted.
He just threw it away from it.
The return will stop him well inside their own 20.
What are you doing, Carson?
Charles, not only is that an interception,
He just
it's one
threw
that
it
you were
right
knocking
to it.
on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one
Got it, kidding me. He's open. Throw it on target.
Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Come
So
on,
after the
man.
incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Play deep, play deep.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Good tackle. Not what I want to do. He's wide open. I don't get that.
will likely be the last play of the first half.
Next half.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Dante Pettis, a touchdown reception.
7.
From there, we stay in the Empire State. We head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that one all tied. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
See how much score they have is that big run. I mean, we had some.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go ahead, get downfield, work the clock, run the ball more.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead.
Let me see something real quick. What's out the game, isn't he? Yeah, he's out. Sanders is out.
Of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first, 2 second and 3. Boston Scott, his first carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Yeah, just run it down their throats and get a nice long drive. Take your time, no need to rush. We're up by 10. Let's get down there and get our score.
They'll run on first down. Clement, and across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, Clement.
Run it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Keep giving your back. Let him do it. Is he enough?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Good job.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hey, another great game out there.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He's good down there, running down their throats. It's all run play.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The ball on the 8, still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Clement. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Clement, the ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they
really
4
risky.
yards on 3rd down. Wentz. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
That drive really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
We'll take the point.
They just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Again?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Oh, we're up a couple scores.
Taken in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams
Good
script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
To John Ross. A gain of 5. And the Bengals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And now they're going to get it there right at the line of scrimmage.
Good tackle.
Nickel Roby brings him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That's garbage.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Make the stop.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. That a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them. You have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, we're deep, so let's get out of this end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Clement. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
I think they're guaranteed they'll blitz.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense?
Frustrating right there.
Throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
Get it. Good stop.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Yeah, they didn't punt the ball lately.
The pitcher gets a base hit, and he's on base. They bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Don't stop.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. Taken down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They make run.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Okay, guys. All right. Let's just go ahead.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 coverage. Because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Okay, it's all right.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Nope.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 30 yard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Move it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Oh, it's a deep ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Wow.
That's good for 28 yards.
Down Cincinnati.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mixon with a first down carry. And running real hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Mixon.
Okay.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jackson and
1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Touchdown.
That is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete.
C.J. Uzomah. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, there's going to be a booth review, Matt.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
I hate this. Okay. What do they say? Is that a touchdown? Yeah, it's a touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Burrow looking to pass.
Not going anywhere.
Too much this time. Down he goes. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in.
No gain. Everybody's covered.
They bring down Wentz on the sack.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Go for next quarter. It was a blitz, and I couldn't get open. Everybody's covered.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey.
He's got it!
This is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's take some of that play clock down. Let's get on here, get our score.
Wentz defers to Clement, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Scott.
Ryer.
He'll be taken down at
Ryer.
the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Where's the
Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Is that corner blitz now?
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job.
I want to see what went wrong in that play. Let's see. Where was the blitz? A corner. Yep, corner blitz. I had no chance. He was on. Well, even Lane Johnson let him go. That's a big no-no. Let's see, Jack. I could have went through right there to whatchamacallit, Alshon. Ay. Oh, well.
Keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Tried.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
and the Bengals.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Burrow with a throw caught by Green.
The catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
First down.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
What are you doing?
You get up there and make
Go,
it eat
boy,
up
stay
some time,
on the
make it a
receiver.
little bit of resistance, so they can't just run it right down your throat.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
16 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Got some down here.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
On the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Now it's Burrow. And this one incomplete.
Dropped it.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
That is caught
No
at the
good.
7-yard line.
Good defense, boys.
And they'll get him down
You know
about
they're
3
gonna go.
yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack
Hit that
yardage.
kicker.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out.
Oh, there he goes. Go, go, go.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
God.
Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Big play. Special teams come through.
Special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
30 to 16.
And he's got it up and through. And quite a bit of razzle-dazzle and electricity on that return. It goes for 97 yards.
That's big.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Sack by Hargrave.
Comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for?
It's a screen pass.
Because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
He's got it.
Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Draw.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Look out below.
And just not enough for him to throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I know someone was getting in his pick. Someone was getting in there.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Got it. Tight end.
C.J. Uzomah. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tight end.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Can we stop Mixon?
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try to get into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow.
He's sacked.
Turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a
dive.
very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On a slide complete to Green. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Thank you.
And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
Just run down the 1st down.
Discouraged here. They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
At the 25-yard line.
I get our D with a nice little rest. Ah! you
the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On second down now. It's Scott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Scott, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Stop him, Cole.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that
Can you guys
on this
cover?
and maybe get in the same position.
I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Get him! Yes!
Eagle pressure, too much this time.
There
he goes. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
3rd down and long 9. See what happens.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Incomplete.
Can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Burrow will throw.
He's going
to let it fly.
Intercepted by Parks.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks.
That's the way to do it.
The 4th down.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
That's
and
a
he's
big,
going to be taken
there's a
down
flag.
with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
A hold? Typical.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Not the way we want it.
They run out of the gun with Clement. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12, operating from the 39.
One touchdown, one interception. Not bad. Hurts that third team.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Down to 13. Call it a day.
On third down, here comes Clement. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Touchback.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks.
Yeah. 2 back-to-back picks.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's it, baby. Game.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 18.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Took care of business. Look at the stats. Yeah, we did it overall. Burrow. I would just get Eagles. 21 point. Not even bad. Touchdown pick. 32 carries, 77 yards, 167 touchdowns. Boston got 8 carries, 42 yards. Miles Sanders out of the game, 4 carries, 11. Carson with 15. Sackers, 7 catches, 83 yards, no score. John Sean, 5 catches, 45 yards, touchdown. Alshon with 4 catches, 56 yards, and they hold Ray with 2 catches, 15. Defense did its job. Let's see the sacks. Malik Jackson, one with Jared Harder, one with Derek Barnett, one with Nathan Gurley. Okay. We'll take the W and move on. Ooh, it's a player's upgrade.
This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players will progress faster over time. Players can improve their development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at their position. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have in-game. Abilities are available to both Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players. Unlock ability slots by improving the player's overall rating.
Improvise, strong arm, field general, scrambler. Rager, deep threat, slot, physical, route running, slot. Pass protector. Drake Dillard. Music's. Next week, I'm not re-signing anybody. Weekly awards. Take a look at the weekly awards. Corey Clement. All right, good job, Corey. Devin Bush, Steeler. Josh Allen, another good game. It's a couple of Eagles. At least 2 weeks he had an Eagle in. 3 weeks he had an Eagle play well. That's good stuff. What's the injury report? Okay, that's not the game. Miles Sanders was stopped the game. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's good. At least that's good. Coach, I've been watching a film from last week's game. Man, the second day was locked out. It was the best. Coach, I watched the film from last week's game. Man, the second game was lockdown. It was the best game I played in a long time. I really feel like I'm coming to my like last week. Yeah, right. Hold 4 nights less than 200 yards pass over. Get Willie Parks 1 interception month. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting right there. Oh boy. Scouting players. Late 7th. Boy. Late 6th. Still with the linebacker. That's where we're struggling. 6th rounder again. Ooh, first round talent. Alex Waters. First, maybe we'll get in the first round pick of the draft. That'll help our linebacking core. We'll wait and see. First round, third, let's see. 4th round. Okay. Wouldn't hurt to look at linebackers because we can use all the help we can get. That's it. Okay, you spend our points. Coach, start with a train. We're gonna change some things. Okay, let's change Rager to somebody else. We need our linebacking core needs some help big time. Riley. No, Jalen Hurts. I want to put Jalen Hurts there. TJ Edwards. These are our weakest links. Top third, Richard Sherman corner. Zimblitz. George Kittle. The backup tight end. Oh, wow. Okay. Do I really want to pull? Ooh. Then after that game, I get to see the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Next 2 road games. Ooh, San Francisco in. Not really need to adjust the roster, I don't think. Let's see here. Crazy. I don't want to lose all my stuff. Let's see how they are raw. That makes more money. So let's see. Garoppolo, they have Moister. Stop. George Kittle is going to be the main target, and you have Jordan Reed at the backup. Trent Williams. You know that not much on the right side, so long. Nick Bosa is going to be the one to keep in mind on this one too. Contain him early. But the main thing is we'll see. Let's play. Let's play another game. Let me see what the finances are. What I did. Ticket sales. Stay the same. Concession. Sales are down. I really hope the Eagles don't write the potato crap. See the Eagles show. I like to see the Eagles keep the prices of war stickers right where they got. Where it is a few more years. Glad the Eagles aren't charging our little picture fingers. So the other teams. Who says it now? Ticket sales. Here's a great deal for the team on tickets. Are really affordable. Price and ticket sales. Only increase ticket sales. Just do what I said. Merch. Let's say about merch. Do you rather you charge so much for a sign cheaper? I hope they subscribe to get a few extra bucks looking for the additional Jackson Becky jersey. Would sell way more custom if they brought the price down. Leave it there now. Team Road 10 million, 4 million, no, $10 million last week. Okay, let's play another game of football. But before that, I'm gonna get something to drink. Be right back. Oh boy. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now let's get on with the game. Ooh, it's a night game. Ooh, night game. All right. Let's go. Let's keep the winning game. See if our winning ways up. I don't know how we're gonna play against San Francisco. It's one way to find out. Boost, huh? So let's see what happens. Boost with this section. It's San Francisco.
From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
Here we
It's
go.
a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
Denver
they put
Broncos
it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Tunji. See what happens this week. It's the 49ers.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 4 catches, 72 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Well, yeah, it's the tight end against the weak linebacker.
The first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Not much in there.
And Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. 21-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
A sack and fumble!
Lost the football.
Go! Go!
By the Eagles. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Fletcher.
We get our first
Awesome play. Sack and fumble.
Philadelphia Eagle offense.
I like
Carson.
this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
And nothing.
He stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Catch the ball, guys!
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the
Catch
defense
the ball!
did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Got the points before
Back
that.
out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense.
Let him go. Don't let him go. Stay with him.
Thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd.
He gets nailed.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Get out of his way.
Like 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win.
Fletcher Cox is out of the game.
Overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Pretty good turn, Jackson.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Play.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
Not much.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is.
Yeah.
On 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Gain of 14.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Just get rid of it, Court. Just get rid of it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. His pass caught at the 4.
Touchdown.
And he is into the end zone.
Zach
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Good job.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
So
that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
That's a decent start, boys.
It's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The attention shifts back to Jimmy Garoppolo and the NFC champs. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
Not much in that play, but
not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Make the stop. Make the stop, boys.
Right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Kittle.
Pull it in is Kittle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game.
Ooh!
If they start to creep up.
Nothing's going there.
Pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss
Kittle.
of the tackle. Now this one over the middle into the hands
goes
of his
to Kittle.
tight end complete. And he has
The
another
injured
first
49er.
down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
He's going to keep dishing the Kittle.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
It's always Kittle. He just goes to Kittle.
The tight end.
Why is my linebacker coming in on a blitz?
So get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends
All
in
he
the
does
NFL.
is Kittle.
Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field,
Nothing
better treat him
good.
as a primary receiver.
Graham
Make sure you
in
have
there.
a second guy in the vicinity to try and
Lost
cover
2.
him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground, this
Good
time
tackle.
Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have
Kittle.
to be alert for the draws and other
It's
plays of
always
that
Kittle.
nature to make sure you
Just
don't
throw
get
to
hurt.
the Kittle.
That's good for a 49ers first down.
Already 6 catches.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
There's some movement.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Patriots beat the Chiefs.
Still first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And not much.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Kittle.
Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went
Kittle.
for 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
This is Coleman with the grab. And good tackle.
He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those
Guess
guys.
what? You got stuck.
I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down.
Why would you go for it, man?
And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Yeah.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
At the 8-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz.
He threw it right to him. He threw it right to him. Not to the back. He threw it right to him.
It's a 49er touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern
reading,
seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
That'll be
Just
taken
go
about
to
a
the
yard
back.
deep.
That's all you had to do.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Like, how hard is this throw to the
They
back?
start on the ground here in Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
Come on,
and he'll
Sanders.
get this one up to
Fight
the
for
26.
it. Don't shoot around.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
Oh, reliable.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, it's Sanders.
Nice run.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's brought down at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 39, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete.
Nice
and
game.
Have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Gathered not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He's got it.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Number 86.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Perfect. Good job.
And he's got it. It's now
That's
a
the way to
14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. The
The way to
result,
back.
Philadelphia in the end zone.
After that turnover,
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard
The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going with that route, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up.
wow, they actually hit a receiver something different for a change.
Other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be
How
taken
is
down.
there a miscount? Why is my guy going nuts?
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
46-yard.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Kittle.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
That's all he does. Kittle.
Coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Intercepted!
One that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the
Duke
40-yard
Riley.
line, that's where the return stops.
Take over first and
All right, boys, let's just settle down.
Because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways.
They're looking for the
to take
run.
the
They're
ball
waiting
away
for
from
the
the
run.
other
They
team.
moved up.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
Yeah.
He'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Sanders, the Eagle ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Wentz.
I hit the
But
throw it. Bull crap.
To Fred Warner.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz.
Where are you throwing at?
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He just threw over his head.
On the return. 43
what
yards
the hell?
7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
He's by himself.
They'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending.
See how he's out of game.
Put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, I think that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Mostert. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Third and short.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Like you're open and you don't throw the completion.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy like that, for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
He's got the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Taken down at the
nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far.
This is third and 7.
Garoppolo now.
Told you.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
It's always going to be Kittle.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He is sacked.
A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Derek Barnett.
Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They hand it off to Mostert. And they'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16.
Dropped it.
Will be incomplete.
Good defense, boys.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that
this is getting old.
Actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games.
Really?
You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. They get 14.
Take advantage of
but
3rd.
It's now to a 3rd down.
And now you saw exactly why the rookie out of TCU, Jalen Reagor, was selected in the 1st round by the Philadelphia Eagles. Great quickness, terrific speed, adds a deep threat to the lineup. And remember, Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards last year and didn't have a single wide receiver who had catches over 500 yards. A terrific addition by the Eagles in the 1st round, albeit a bit of a surprise. I think they're going to like what they get out of this young man from Fort Worth.
1st down, Eagles.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders.
Good run.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball.
How is that linebacker perfect position?
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
At their own 20-yard.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Garoppolo's pass.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
Get the ball!
It's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down.
Kittle.
Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open there.
Who's going to catch that? It's 1-on-1.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another 49er.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Halftime.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys are out in front as we get you back out to Santa Clara, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
See, that's what I want to see. You have to, quarterback gets under pressure.
Thank you, and we
should be able to throw that ball
for
through
quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Here's James. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Run the ball.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start with a handoff to Sanders.
Nothing there.
And
Run
he's
blitz.
Lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders.
Why is he going juke left, juke right, go straight?
Up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Rager
takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
That good old slant route.
Solid gain of 27.
27 on the play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the
there he
team,
goes.
Points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take
Lane
on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson.
Good play, Goddard.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
Don't scare me like that.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, boys. Let's get some... Where are these guys out?
Another run with Sanders, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Come on, man!
They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Once again with Sanders. He
close.
gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's try.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing his Wentz.
Oh, my Lord. Easy play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further
blitz. I call screens.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Let's go. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they will not get there as they stop it short right around the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
His team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Shut down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Yeah, I got him back.
So possession goes over here on the
our score.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll go again with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement.
Do what you can.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Kinlaw,
We've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Sanders in motion.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Handoff to Miles Sanders.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Brings up 2nd and
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's go, boy.
They'll try to run forward with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Brought down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd manageable.
Nice
game. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
The tackle made.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
He's coming in.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28-10. Ooh.
So they will accept
Don't
the
touch the
penalty and move
kicker.
forward.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Donk.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
Think you should
they know
pass
the situation.
the
And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
Get
That's
over.
how they have to treat this drive.
They need
Tackle
points.
for a nice game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the
8-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
Not much there.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Niners 10.
Garoppolo on first down. Complete to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down.
Kittle.
Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Wide
He's
open.
Got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Mostert.
Touchdown.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for the next drive, the tight end, Zach Ertz. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Holding, offense, back it up. We know it.
Marker on the field as well.
Holding, offense.
That's every play.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Sanders.
Let's get what you get.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 12, Wentz.
Thank you.
Jackson complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Put him in motion. Put him in motion.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Wow. One-on-one coverage.
To force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Good job.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
Sack!
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling, and maybe
Now
we
we're
don't
in
give
good
enough
field
credit.
position.
A
Take the
nice
shot.
return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Nope. Just take the defense gives. Run, 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 run.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they
3 yards.
need the football to get a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete.
Where's the pass interference call?
Coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. That's
what the heck was that?
Won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right
He's
where
like,
it is.
how bad did it come back down?
Offense getting the football back. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
It's a pickup of
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Should stay with the running back.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
He gets rid of it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a 1st down on that last catch as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to go. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Duke Riley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I think normally we
I didn't call him to go in and blitz.
Players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Kittle.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's taken
Just
down
easy
inside
pass.
the 30. 19
First
yards
down.
to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence,
slant
and he's
route.
achieved that in this performance.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs
Touchdown,
hit,
Kittle.
Is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
And here they come. Comeback team.
Kittle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game, or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate.
Oh, I know.
And they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now, at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56, the mark on 56. Check 56. You got what I mean? You got what I mean? You got what I mean?
Another run here with Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Thank you.
Man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Eagle first down.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's
Come on,
Sanders.
guys.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Get over there. Get over there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What the fuck?
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2 minutes.
All right, Lane, come on. Yep, Lane. Lane, get off his block.
A break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Just bubble that.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by a field goal, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Yep, here we go. Comeback, kids.
Now Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Complete to Tevin Coleman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one
wake up.
The 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Almost.
His throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
Kittle.
Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Kittle, tight end.
Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
RPO.
Intended for Deebo Samuel.
Come on, Maddox.
When you run into slant,
Oh, he
timing
dropped
is
it.
everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight end, Kittle.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
He's got it.
To Samuel.
One-on-one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first
Wide
down.
open.
Man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. It's caught by Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Pick the ball!
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Told you.
So a
Can't handle like
kick
that.
there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it will continue in the extra period.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as he kicks away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First throw of overtime for Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
Philadelphia.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in for the score.
Game.
And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Take that. Whew. Get out of here.
Tonight's final score.
A great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Philadelphia, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
We got Alshon Jeffrey Jackson.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
all
Charles
we did was
Davis, we
run
thank our
the
entire
football.
crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Better game. 45 kicks, 200 touchdowns, 7 catches, 102 yards, no touchdowns, 5 catches, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 catches, 33 yards, no score, 3 catches, 59 yards, 1 catch, 2 touchdowns. Blocking defense. Parks didn't have a good game. We did have Derek Barnett with a sack, Richard Coughlin, Derek Barnett with a sack each. And that's it for me. Woo! Had to take overtime for that. Oh, man. All the things. Overtime for that game? Jeez. Net. Sunfield. Nate Higby. Ooh, back. So weekly player awards goes to Miles Sanders. Round 1. Boy, a lot of carries. Warner with 19 tackles on 7 interceptions and a touchdown. Yeah, because we threw it right to him. folks. Okay. Jenkins, the Steelers. Top third, Juju Smith. Yep. Too, so it could be a matchup between Big Ben, the Steelers, and the Eagles. And Heinz Field, nonetheless. Great players. JJ, for your white side. Anything girly. TJ Edwards. Coverage. Willie Parks. Okay, that's it for me. Heinz Field, Eagles against the Steelers, and we're playing at home against Baltimore. Then at home against the Giants, then at home against Dallas, and then the bye week. Wow. Okay. All right, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Stay humble. And be